Hello. Whoosh. Hello. Okay. So that took longer than I thought it was going to. That's alright. It happens. Let's get patterns up. It was good. I don't know about for James. It was a little emotional. But it was good. I asked James, hold on, I'm just getting patterns and stuff up. Okay. I had asked James if he wanted, I was like, we could plant, like, we could either, we have her ashes, and I was like, we could take some of those, I'm like, or we could take, like, we saved some of her favorite toys, and James saved, like, a big mason jar of her food. And so, I'm like, what is he, like, doing? He's, like, holding something up. And basically, we brought out, like, a handful of her food and a bone, a rubber bone that she liked to play with. And we put those in first. And then we planted the tree. It took us a while. It was, like, really stubborn in the pot. Like, it didn't want to come out. We had to, like, cut the pot. And it was a pain in the ass. Like, it it didn't go the first couple of times. And then I was cutting it as we were, like, holding it to, like, try. It was just in there. And then we got it. And then we straightened it out a little bit. This is a little crooked there. We got it straight. And then we just filled all the dirt in and did I? Oh no, I'm sorry, Petrichor. Oh, and then my camera fell. And I was like, yep. It fell the first time too, when we were digging the hole and just, like, prepping. Like, we were digging and, like, checking where we wanted it. And I had no idea it, like, had fallen over, like, halfway, so it just recorded the sky for a while. But here's what it looks like from the front. And we don't have, like, all the dirt and mulch and stuff like that and, like, the rocks yet to put around it, but we'll, like, dig up more of the grass so that it'll have, like, a nice little bed. But for now, it's planted, so when the rain comes again, you know, can start to grow. He looks so cute though. It's funny because it was like super windy. And so at first we were thinking that we were going to need to put like stakes in the ground for it. Oh my god, my hair's a mess. And like we were gonna need to stake the tree to keep it from like bending or blowing over. And once it was actually in the ground, we didn't need to. But Georgina, those other two trees would absolutely get like destroyed by the wind today because they're so skinny. So I'm like, I haven't. Oh, so let's see. I haven't heard back from them. So here's what we're doing. Please respond to my previous message or we will be going through our credit card company to get a refund. It's been been 5 days. Thank you. Send. I did look on PayPal last night. And so I have like options. So I can say like that the item that I got didn't fit the website description. And I don't know. I don't know which one. I wish that they had like an other and I could fill it in. Yeah, I'm like, do I go with defective? Yeah, it was good. And then James like didn't even give me a hug or anything after we planted the tree. He just left. And he's in his office now. And I was like, "Are you good?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm fine." And I was like, "Oh, okay." I didn't get a hug or nothing. Just hug myself. What a bum. Come to the wall. I'll hug you. Will you hold my hand? I can't really hold the wall too well in this spot because there's there's computer stuff here. But I'll hold your hand. And then he has the nerve to not even be listening to stream. Like a little punk. Oh, so you heard about how you didn't give me a hug? And you ignored my text messages? And you hate me? It's cool. It's fine. No, it's too late now.
It's never too late. You were in the bathroom when I came back in. Love you.
Love you.
Guess.
I was like, damn, we should have, instead of the bone, we should have put like the little,
Yeah.
Well, this one wasn't hers.
Yeah.
This one.
We got after.
Yeah.
Right.
But I was like, we should have done that and then gotten like another one or something.
Yeah.
We got little puppy tags. My sweet beans.
You know, hopefully the food helps the tree grow.
I'm sure it will.
Grow.
Yeah, I thought the same. I was like, grow. If anything, like next time that we're near Home Depot or Lowe's, we should get like the tree steaks, the plant food that they recommended.
That is a good idea.
The tree looks really good though too. Like I don't know if you noticed, like the leaves and the buds look really good on it.
They do. It looks nice and healthy.
Yeah. We did. We did. Here's our whittle tree. And like I said earlier, our plan is we're going to make this like a much larger bed. So we'll dig up more of the grass when we can buy more dirt and mulch and the stones. But for now, we just wanted to get it planted because we had rain yesterday. We're going to get more rain today. And it just, I mean, you can see the clouds maybe. Yeah. They're very full. So we wanted to make sure that it was like in the ground so that way like the water could, you know, kind of soften the ground and like spread, like let the roots kind of spread out a little bit. A double bed or a queen? I don't know. What would you say? What would you say this size is? Hang on. We also have to get grass out of this freaking bed. This stupid grass. Probably a little bit bigger than that. So I don't know what that would be considered in the tree world. But that size, a little bigger. Probably queen size then, yeah. Ish. Well, it might be a little tricky for them to woohoo in it with the tree in the middle. They might have to get a little, they might have to be a little flexible. You know? Maybe just a little. Also, oh my gosh, and then we're going to get started on this. Guess what happened last night? Risky woohoo. Oh, thank you. I'm so excited that the tree is planted, and I hope that it grows and is strong and healthy and all those things, you know? It's out this window, but we can't see it. So, but it's out that one. Surprise. Yeah, imagine it's just a surprise tree. So guess what happened with the girls last night? They played. It was very short, but it was there. I know. And I got it on film. Pippin was in a mood. She and I were playing together with a ping pong ball. Like, she and I were having so much fun together. Artie was, you know, being whatever. But she was all about this little blue ping pong ball. Right? So we were playing, and then, like, Artie walks by. So, like, Pippin was just in, like, a silly little playful mood, and I could see it in her eyes. Like, look at the bum wiggles and everything, you know? The little feet kicks on a tiny little ping pong ball. I cracked up. Hello? Can we not? No. Then Artie walks by. So Pippin's playing still. We're ping ponging. And they both love this box that the dress for the wedding came in. It's a new box, I guess. I don't know why, but I don't understand cats. Anyway, they both are in it all the time. Like, James sent me this picture from this morning on his way into work. That's Pippin snoozing in the box. So Artie got into the box. And look at Pippin. I'm like, oh, she wants to play. And they did. It was very short. And there was no hissing. There was no angry sounds. It was just like the little like... Like, that was perfect. That was so good. Artie didn't yell at her. Or, like, no one yelled. No claws were out. No one was actually angry. But they just, like... Wasn't it so cute? It's like... What is it, like 5 seconds? And I'm just like... My babies. My smart girls. And I was like, that was so good. And then Pippin was like, no, I'm not done. She's like, let's play some more. Look, I'm in the box. And Artie was like, no, I'm kind of over this. And Pippin's like, I'll come out of the box. And then Artie was like, yeah, and I think the fact that Pippin tries to play with Artie every day. Artie's like, I'm done. I'm on my couch. Like, every day she tries to play with her. But the nice thing is that every day she also shows that she will listen when Artie says no or when Artie leaves. And if anything, that's what brought us to this point, is the fact that Artie isn't like, oh my God, she's actually going to hurt me and I have to, like, run or defend myself. She's just like, oh, that's right. She does this little silly thing, but, like, she doesn't hurt me and she doesn't, like, haul after me whenever I run away. So, like, it builds, like, a trust between the two of them. And I was like, good job, girls. Yay. So, yep. It happened. I was excited. Let me double check one thing. Cause y'all, the way that I, like, want to scream. I wonder... Oh, here. That's where I wanted to look. So, you know how I tried on the dresses from JJ house and how I was like, oh yeah, this one, like the one that I got was like a little bit big, and the blue one, which was really nice, the lace one, but like it was itchy. Well, that one was a different size. Hi, Allison. Um, all the ones that were a little bit roomy were one size, and the blue one was one size smaller. And I was like, well, the blue one fits really nicely. You know? Like, the blue one, I should order my dress in that size because then I don't have to, like, get it taken in because, you know, like the one with the pockets that we ordered, it was bigger. It was baggier, like there was going to have to be alterations done. I know I'm bloated because it's about to be that time of month, but I went to try the dress on after stream yesterday and it didn't fit. And I cried. And my mom was like, "Oh yeah, like send like a picture when you try it on. Like I can't wait to see." And I'm like, "Nope. Not sending a picture." Also not telling her it doesn't fit because I already have I already get, and I know that it's just like my mom being, you know, sweet and trying to be like, "Oh, I found like a low impact workout. Like, why don't you try doing something like that?" And I get all of these messages, and I know where it's coming from. But as someone with like body issues, I absolutely hate getting those messages. And it makes me just like not want to do them that much more. So I haven't told her yet that it doesn't fit because I'm like, it's all that I just feel like I'm gonna get. Well, I bet if you just worked out, like you could make it fit. Or like something along those lines. And she might not be wrong, but I also don't really want that like pressure. So I reached out to the company. You can't just like do a return because they're like custom made. So like you submit a ticket and then they let you know. Like I basically just told them, you know, oh okay, like you can see I tried on everything and like, you know, I explained that the one size, all of those were a little bit too big, and the other one was like just right. And so I thought, oh yeah, let's get the size that was just right, but I'm guessing that the sizing is slightly different, and evidently I shouldn't have. So I'm just like freaking out because if they don't do a refund, that's $100. And then I need to like figure out what the heck I'm going to do. Like, I either need to like, I mean, I want to start working out again. I want to start exercising again for my own health, not for like fitting anything, not for losing weight, not for anything other than just since I've had to like putting the tree in was a workout for me. Like my heart rate was like way up because it was physical and like it's not something that typically I feel like would have been like a little bit, but not like where I'm going, oh my god, that was like a workout. And so like I just want to be more fit, like getting the vertigo. The vertigo is what killed my ability to work out because I really just I couldn't move properly like without feeling off balance. So like I couldn't walk, I couldn't ride the bike, like I couldn't do anything. And that really sucked. And then the hives, part of me was worried that like, okay, am I going to irritate my skin by working? Like I had no idea. And so it feels like it's been like a year and a half since like I've been able to really do anything. And like, I showed you guys pictures like from dance when I was a kid growing up. Like I would love to get back into dance. I have a ballet bar downstairs. So it's like I would love to get back into those sorts of things. I just have to like figure out like because I love it, not necessarily because oh, I got to fit into this dress by this day. That's just stress, Like I just want to do it because I miss it. Like I miss dancing. I miss moving like to music. I don't know if that makes any sense. But I'm like, I don't know. And there's a part of me that's like, well, maybe this would be good motivation. And then there's another part of me that's like, or it's just extra stress. I do that too, Petrichor. I literally, because moving at all is better than not. Bottom line, doing anything is better than not doing anything. It doesn't have to be like crazy cardio. You don't have to run like 3 miles. What I do when I brush my teeth, because like I have the kind that like lets you know every 30 seconds like to move zones, if you will. I'll do squats for 30 seconds. And then I'll do toe raises for 30 seconds. And then maybe I'll do like lunges for 30, like, and I do something every night like that, same thing when I brush my teeth. And I'm just, again, it raises my heart rate a little bit, but like I feel it in my legs and I think, okay, again, it's not, we're not looking to like, I'm not looking to run a marathon this summer. I'm just looking to like start moving again in a way. Like, I just want to be healthy. I want to, I look at my parents who are like in such good shape and I'm like, that's amazing. And I want to just be like, I don't know. I just want to be able to like, play catch in the yard or like whatever, just like run around a little bit. I don't want to run. Screw running. Running sucks. Running's terrible. I don't want to run, but I want to be able to like not feel as though I'm going to fall over if I have to like chase after something that's blowing away for like a minute. Because right now I do. Do you like to run, silly? James loves running. I hate it. Running is a punishment to me. But listen, I'm married to a runner. I'm married to someone who loves to run. So I'm cool with it. You can absolutely enjoy running. I think that running is a punishment. It makes my lungs burn. It makes I cough. I feel like I'm dying. To me, running is a punishment. You also hate running? Yeah. Oh, have you really? That's so cool, Petrichor. You did 2 half marathons in college? That's amazing. Yeah, like, no, oh my God. See, James likes the pain. He likes the fact that his lungs burn and he feels like he's going to like cough one of them up. And I'm like, this is terrible. Well, James, it's time of the year. Get back into it. We both have been wanting to work out more and get healthy, so go run. It does not hurt so good. I could say that dancing hurts so good, but you would probably disagree with that. More jogging, but still. Jogging, running, whatever. I can't get on with exercise that you do just for exercising's sake. And take photos, yeah. Ask me to jog for 5 minutes, absolutely not. But I'll walk in the countryside all day with my camera, yeah. Allison, you would jog for 5 minutes helping someone catch a dog that got out. Because I would run for 5 minutes to help someone catch their dog that got out. I would then proceed to curl up and, like, just perish. But Like you know, you're I think that you're like me in that. Yeah, because it's not. Yeah, you're doing it for a reason. It's not exercise. Yeah. I'm thinking. So my brother, the Ryans got us a treadmill, like or a walking pad, um, for Christmas, and it's in our basement. And part of me is wondering if I bring it upstairs, if I'd be more motivated to like use it when I'm like watching TV, because right now it's in the workout room, and I'm not motivated to go and work out. Like I had started I think this is part of my like aversion and fear too, is that the morning of the vertigo, like the attack, if you will, the one that started it all, I was like, I'm really tired and I really want to like just lie down and go back to sleep. I know, I'll do a little yoga while Maple's eating. And I was doing a little yoga, and that's when I was like, wow, I feel really terrible. And I went and I laid down, and then when I got up, that's when the vertigo happened. So I think that there's just a little part of my brain that associates working out with bad things, and that's why I'm like, maybe, what if I just like, I know James doesn't want the walking pad upstairs because whatever, but I'm like, maybe, what if I just like bring it up into the living room? We can slide it under the couch when it's not being used. And like, what if I'm just like watching baseball and just walking on it? You know? Did you? You lift weights, yeah. I just need to like get back into stuff and tell my anxiety to like shut the hell up. Which we all know is a lot easier said than done. A couple weeks ago, now I can't. I'm sorry. That really does suck. That's impressive. I don't do nearly enough, and I know I don't. And that's why I'm like, I want to figure out what I can do. And I have to like get over this working out causes vertigo, because in fact it does not. It does not. There was something going wrong with my body already. If I run or something, I just feel like utter crap afterwards, and the following days, yeah. Do I still ache? Yes, but I have happiness chemicals from that? Yeah, absolutely. And like you said, if you're walking around taking pictures and stuff, when you're sitting there hurting, you're like, man, look at these great pictures. Like, or like walking around the zoo, like you do that all day. The other day, James and I went to the like farmers market, and we walked around like the flea market. And it was the first time in a really long time that like I've gone there. Um And I was a little bit anxious because, again, it was like the first time in a while. It was also a weekend, and it was crowded. And I have not really done a lot of works in crowds. Like I've obviously practiced getting out, going to like Joann's, going places, doing things, but I do that during the week when it's quiet. And so it was really busy, and I was like, ugh. So at one point he was like, let's walk back to our car like through the inside of the farmer's market, and I was like, let's not. It's like I need to be outside at least right now. Like instead of inside like in an enclosed space. Oh man. Yeah. Ew, silly. See, this is something that I will never understand. I will never understand, first of all, anyone judging anyone for their body. Shut the hell up. It's not your body. You don't get a say. The second thing that I don't understand, if you see someone at the gym or working out, walking, exercising at all, why in the hell would you make a negative comment about it? Clearly, they want to work on themselves. They're there. They're doing it. Like, who in their right mind would be like, oh, like, people who will be like, oh, they're, like, people who are, oh, God, I hate it. I hate it. Like, people who post stuff, you know, gyms that don't ban people from recording, and they'll post, like, videos of other people working out, and they'll, like, bash them. And I'm like, are you so stupid? Like, once a week has been your exercise, but that's fine. Like, that's the thing too, is that you have to know, like, your own body. You have to know, like, workout plans don't work out for everyone. You have to know what you can do and what you can't do, and pushing yourself a little bit if you want to can be good. Pushing yourself constantly will just make you break down. Like, exercise, you know, like, you look at people who lift weights, like, competitively or whatever. They don't always do arms. At least they shouldn't. Like, they rotate what they work on. And, like, that's the same kind of thing. Like, you shouldn't be pushing yourself over and over and over again. Listen, silly, get a walking pad if you want one because you liked it. Get it. And if people say stuff like that, be like, you can pay me directly. Just put a jar, like, near wherever your walking pad is, and just write on it, like, stupid comment jar here. And then underneath put tips welcome, like, $sign. And if anyone starts to talk about it, point to the jar. Be like, no. And I know that's a lot easier said than done. But girl, if you liked it, if it made you feel good, get one. And tell people. The other thing is, people are eventually going to stop commenting. Because, if anything, I feel like maybe it was a novel thing for them to see. Because not a lot of people have walking pads at offices or whatever. Okay, maybe more people would get one. Maybe someone else really wants to do it, but they're afraid to. Like, people are going to eventually shut up. You know? Now I'm non-weight bearing, yeah. And PT, yeah. I almost wonder if, like, Scruffy... Oh, hi, Saren! Scruffy, I wonder if, like, doing any kind of, like... And you'd have to ask your PT and your doctor about this, but I almost wonder if, like, working on, like, a bike or something might be good. Like, some kind of... If you want to move, like, I'm sure that there's something that you could do, like a light thing that could help. You know? You're sassy. I like you. How are you, Saren? How was your stream? Welcome in, everyone. Hi, Zakayla. How are you? It's good to see you, partner. YCC, hello. Have to happy, hi. My bot is off. Oh, shoot. Yep. Let me fix it. I was running late today because we planted our tree. But the bot's off. Saren, guess what? Guess what? Tail of the Dragon's done? Heck yes. Guess what the girls did last night? They played together. First of all, let me welcome you all in, and then we'll get into cat stuff. Hi, my name is Megan. If you don't know me, I am a neurodivergent variety crafter. I am usually cross-stitching, crocheting, or knitting. We are working on these little cuties, these little fidget dinosaurs. And I love them. I have them on pre-order right now. I do have a video, Emily. I do. So we're working on making fidget dinosaurs. We also have fidget hedgehogs. There is a pattern. It's not my pattern. That's the command. This is where you can find all the patterns though. They're not a lot of money and they're not really difficult. But if you're not a crocheter or you're like, oh my God, I don't need to buy beads or any of that stuff. I do have commissions open where you get to pick everything. You get to pick the yarn you want, the beads you want, the eyes you want, everything. So we're working on a commission right now whose theme that we were given was purple. So we have clear purple, we have pearlescent, and we have glitter purple. So that's what we're working on right now. And big yarn, oh my gosh. That's so cute. Thank you for shouting out, Saren. But yeah, so today we got a bit of a late start. I'll show you. We planted a tree. Y'all helped us raise money to plant a tree in honor of our late dog, Coco. We wanted to get a specific kind, and they were actually ones that we could like afford this year with y'all's help. And so the tree is planted. Let me show you that, and then I'll show you the girls. So here's the front of our house. And here's our cocoa tree. It looks so good. And we'll make the flower bed bigger when we can. Basically, we need to buy more dirt, we need to buy mulch, we need to buy rocks, which is why there's still, if you look at the top, a tree for Coco, it's not quite full because the tree itself was like $100, and then the rest of the other stuff is going to cost about the same, like all the rocks and the dirt and all that. So we wanted to get it planted before the rain came. But it's in, it looks really good. There's buds and leaves, look at them. And I'm very excited. So we did that today before stream, which is why we were a little late. But here, I'll show you this. I thought, James, I asked him, I was like, do you want to, we could, hello? Chirps! Oh my gosh, y'all. Chirps just gifted one of these dinosaurs. Type exclamation point enter to win. Okay? Chirps has just gifted one of these dinosaurs. You get to pick everything. Like I said, your yarn, your beads, your eyeballs, if you want a smiley face, the whole shebang. The only thing that I ask is that if you do win, I need you to be able to tell me what kind of dinosaur you want. If not today, soon, because we had someone who I didn't hear from for like a month. So I don't want it to that to happen. So as long as you're able to, like, within the next week, let me know what you want. You have to name it Chirps, though. Thank you so much. That's so sweet of you. Type exclamation point enter to win. Oops. And I can show you all. I didn't know we could set naming rules. I didn't either, but you know what? I'm not the one doing the gifting, so why not? You can do whatever, you know? Here they are. Here's some examples for backs. Like, these are glow-in-the-dark beads. These are pearly beads. These are clear ones with glitter. I have solid color ones like the hedgy. We have these which haven't been used yet. These ones are shiny. Look at how few green there is. Talking about like getting bags of beads and having them be mismatched. It's so silly that it's not an even number. Saren doesn't need a lot of green. So yes, type exclamation point enter to enter. And thank you so much, Chirps, for gifting that. That's so sweet of you. Now, so yeah, James, we were like, hey, maybe we should like put in the hole one of Coco's favorite toys. So we did, and James also in his office had some of her kibble still in like a jar. So we put a bone. It was like one of those crunchy, rubbery ones. And we put the food in the hole before we planted the tree. So it just got really dusty in here. Listen, I got emotional about it. Like James when he went in to like get the stuff, I just like talked to the tree for a while. And I just like, you know. Yeah. Kit Kat, you won! Kit Kat, your cats get more paper. Congratulations. Okay. I've kept you in suspense long enough. Are you ready to see the girls? They both have been loving this box that the dress came in for my brother's wedding. All the cats have been loving this box. Like, all of them. Here's Maple in the box. There's boxes all over my house for these cats. But there's Maple in it. James sent me this photo when he went to work this morning. Pippin was sleeping in it. Like, they all just love it. Best present for a cat is a box. But because they both love it, they played in it. Are you ready? Are you ready? I'm so excited about this. Artie, the orange cat, has been kind of keeping Pippin at arm's length for a while about playing or snuggling or anything like that. It's been a bit of an adjustment period since Pippin came in. So it was really exciting because, you ready? Pippin was in like such a playful mood last night, and here we go. Like it was so short, but it was so good. They each like, I smack you a little. No, I smack you. Like it was only 5 seconds. But like, and I was like, Artie, that was so good. And it was just, so good. It was so good for their first time. For like Artie to respond. I'm like, yay, girls. Yay. So, yeah, that was exciting. Let me make your raid star. Sorry, there was a lot that I had to fill you in on. I know. And like the other afternoon over the weekend, no hissing, no scratching, no yelling at each other, no big feelings. Like it was all just like, this is fine. But look at them the other afternoon. This was on Saturday. They were both sleeping. Look at that. There's fur touching. Like they're figuring it out. Also, oh my gosh, I can't believe I forgot to mention this. So we have the cat's favorite blanket was draped over the back of the couch. I just washed it because James and I had been sick and we had been snuggling under it, and I was like, it just needs to get washed. So it was folded. It wasn't like spread out over the couch. And last night, Maple was sleeping on it folded. Okay? Hold on. A little stretch. Like, he just, oops. Like, it kills me that he just, like, it wasn't even a big, and I'm like, bro, where did you go? Did you see them play, Tigress? It's really short. They played with each other last night. It was the first time. Oh, you saw it at the beginning. Okay. It was the first time that Artie's ever, like, reciprocated Pippin's little, like, playful boops. So, they are going to be besties. They're going to snuggle. They're going to be bonded. And they're going to just be absolute best friends. I totally forgot about the oops emote. Oops. Oh, goodness. Anywho, Raiders, how are you all doing today? Are any of you working on crafts? And if so, what kinds of crafts are you doing? Here is Darren's star. That's added to the jar. Oopsie has not stopped by the bowl recently. Sometimes at night I hear them around in the backyard. Like, that's like the worst. Because like it's dark and all of a sudden I hear rustling along the fence. But there have been times that I've turned the flashlight on and there's Oopsie along the back. And I think that we might be seeing less of them now that it's spring and they can forage again and they don't really need to depend on us as much, which is sad and good, you know? Like, it absolutely breaks my heart because I love them and I want to see them. But at the same time, I'm like, it's wonderful that they are surviving now without having to depend on humans. Like, that's really what's great, like, the best for them. But I'm like, please still stop by, like, get water or something. Everyone's grandma somehow has. I love that. What's up, Mia? Doing some chores, tidying a little. Yeah. She remembers she can come back for food. Yep. There'll always be food options and water and all of that. So, and I mean, I'd be fine, like, putting out foragey kinds of food, along the back, too. Just, like, for them to snack on. Like, the stuff that you can buy on, like, Amazon. That way, you know, still being independent and all, but if they need it. Boop! Okay, hold on. The free blanket pattern misses the last 24 rounds. Like, they just haven't posted it yet? Or 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 is it one of those ones that's like repeat? Sometimes it tells you to like repeat the last, like repeat for 24 rounds or something like that. They might stop by when it starts getting warmer out. That's true. Okay, ads are about to start. No, Saren? Question mark? That's the kind of friends I want to make, Saren. I I want I want I want a whole group of crow friends that follow me around. Those are good friends to have. Those are good friends. Have you just been like putting out peanuts and stuff for them? Okay, we have a stretch break incoming. So if you don't know what we do with those, Twitch plays ads once an hour. I thank you, anyone who's sitting through them. I appreciate it. Ooh. Yeah, I'm hoping like we have a bird feeder, and so more birds have been coming, and I have out like foraging kinds of like a peanut, like it's like a nut mix with like others, and we've been putting out like when I have an apple and we have like left like pieces and stuff like that, I'll put that out too. So I'm hoping that we can attract. Right now we have gorgeous like cardinals and blue jays and smaller birds, but I'm like crows. Crows, come be my friend. Anyway, we're gonna take a quick stretch break. It's a perfect opportunity to get a snack, a drink, go to the bathroom, take your meds, move your laundry. Don't forget your laundry wherever it's at, in the washer or dryer. And then we'll come back and we will finish this dinosaur today. I am determined to do so. Okay, I'll see you all in just a couple minutes. Thanks for waiting. Alrighty. Whoosh. Kit Kat. Can I share that picture of Boo on stream? Yes. Okay. I have to say, Kit Kat's cats love the packing paper that I put in with orders. And they become just absolute goobers. Like, they lie on it, they roll around in it, they just, it's this specific paper, like, from me. It, like, Kit Kat could go and buy, like, I told her, I'm like, I can send you, like, that's from Walmart, I'll send you the literal link to this paper. And she's like, no, it's your paper. It's not that, it's not, like, going out and buying it, it's your paper. So the last time that Kit Kat ordered something from me, I had extra paper that was like wonky sizes that like wouldn't really work to like wrap up unless it was like something really tiny. So I just crumpled it and stuck it in the package. So it was just like extra thick and padded. Look at these. Okay, there's one picture of Boo. And then my favorite. Like, to me, his little face is just like, this is the best. Like, they're about to get the zooms. Or some, but it's just like the... Like, this is the, I'm getting excited. Oh my god, this is the best. Like, that slight little head tilt change is just enough for me to be like, yeah, the zooms, they're getting ready. His little face just kills me. It's so cute. And yeah, he's just lying in the paper. Like, and then this is both of them. Cass is like, I'll just stand on it. And Boo's like, I'm gonna lie in it. Respect, I get it. Oh. Goodness. I love it. What silly babies. Meanwhile, my cats, they're like, whatever. At least with that paper, the Chewy paper, the brown paper. The brown paper from Chewy is my cat's weakness. Also, Mia, I saw you say that it just hasn't been posted yet, so that's good. That's good. I was gonna say maybe just make a bunch of like squares and join them together. But it looks really good. I love the colors that you chose. Now I've never, like, these papers have never been near, like, catnip or anything, but now I kind of want to sprinkle a little bit on there for, Kit Kat. Does it, like, we'll start doing experiments. When I put the paper on the bed, they're immediately called to it. I did see the Paleo news. I haven't watched the video stuff yet, but I did see that, like, the new section, like the new map, if you will, is coming, which is exciting. Yeah, I just gotta start selling like boxes full of crinkled cat paper. With or without catnip. It'll be huge. Oh, is it? I don't have any of those, but that's cool. That's nice for the people that have those systems. Yay! And the really nice thing is that it's cross-platform compatibility. So if you're playing on a PS5 and I'm playing on a Switch or I'm playing on a computer, we can play together. Like, it doesn't matter what system you're playing on. So join us. Honestly, the Switch, it worked really well on the Switch before. And I feel like the more updates that they add, the more Switch like players have had struggles with it, like just being able to run everything and not crash. And that's nothing on like Palia and everything on like how the Switch is designed. There's just like so much that I don't know. Like, I'm honestly, I don't know if anyone else is playing Infinity Nikki, because that's free to play as well. And that's been like my new obsession. But I'm really surprised at how well it plays on your phone. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't want to play any of like the major boss things or like any kind of the stuff where you have like a limited time to like catch the star or anything like that on mobile, because to me it's just clumsy. I haven't really played a lot of mobile games like that, so other people might be like, oh no, it's fine. But it doesn't lag, it doesn't have any of those issues. So I'm like, look, if they can figure that out for a mobile device, why can't Palia figure out Switch? Who would ever play that game? Not us taking like sapphic pictures together, sillykins. I don't know who. I don't know who. Switch is older, the kids can't keep up, yeah. Yeah, like, hold on, I'll even show you. I'm shocked. No. That doesn't sound like us. Like, okay, I gotta be honest, I hate this intro. I hate the music. I think that the last intro was so good. And this one, I'm like, I hate it. I have it muted on my computer. It's been updated. Heck yes. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, I'm so glad. Not as much as I hate Long Momo. At least Long Momo isn't everywhere. It's just in like a specific area, you know? So over here, this area moves the camera, this area moves your character, and then you like can jump and stuff. But like, there's not really like any lag, and this is a huge huge map. huge map. I probably shouldn't go too far because I was working on quests. Yeah, it does really well. Like, there are times where, because, like, when you log in, you have, like, different things that you can, like, claim daily task stuff, and you get, like, credit for different things. So there are times where I'm like, I don't have the energy or whatever to, I know, I already did this. I'll do that later. But I'm like, I'll at least, like, log on and, like, collect my rewards. Infinity Nikki. It's free to play. And I was just talking about how well it plays on mobile. Like, it plays on, you can play it on PC, you can play it wherever, but I was just talking about how I was surprised that it plays as well on mobile as it does. Because I feel like a lot of these games don't do well on mobile, especially, like, when they're more complex. But yeah, I think that they did a really good job of, like, figuring out, like, controls and stuff. Like, you can do all the different things. But yeah, it's free to play. It's a lot of fun. Good story. I love any game that has, like, stories and stuff. Like, of course you can always buy things just like you can in Palia. You can buy, like, outfits and things like that. I never stopped using Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo as an adult. Yeah, it's fun. I like it. I like that there's a story too, because I've played some of the other Nikki franchise games that have been just like clothing collectors, if you will, where like you battle other just like whatever, but all that it is just like clothing. Like there's not a story, and so I like the fact that there is a story. Sometimes it's a little confusing. But how to build the moving around and stuff, because it's very similar. I feel like a lot of games build off of other games, if that makes sense. Like, things that worked well. Like, absolutely, Elf. Sometimes I'm like, wow, I really have no preference at all. And Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo tells me what to take. Other times I'm like, damn, really? And then I'm like, okay, I guess that my preference was in fact, I did have a preference. And so I'll go with the other thing instead. So yeah, no, I think that it works really well. Yeah. Because, like, sometimes you really don't know what project you want to work on, right? You got, like, a couple of different ones. You got some free time, and you're like, what project should I work on? And so you eeny, meeny, miny, mo. And sometimes you're like, actually, no. And other times you're like, okay, the odds have decided that this is the project, and you work on that. You really are my people. You found us. This one. One of the options in your immediate reaction is like, ew, and you know what you want. I don't know why, probably because it was like on recently, but it makes me think of the episode of Friends when Rachel finds out that she's pregnant. And like she does the pregnancy test in the bathroom at like Monica's wedding. And Phoebe's like, no, no, you're not. And she like gets emotional and upset about it. And then she's like, just kidding, you are. And she's like, well, that's a dangerous game to play. Because like, she got upset when she found out that she wasn't. And then she's like, well, I guess you know what you really wanted. And it's like, oh God, that's a very dangerous game, Phoebe. Probably shouldn't eeny, meeny, miny, moe those sorts of decisions. I love her. So you know what I think is kind of adorable? Anytime that we have the front door open, like today while we were in the garden, the main front door was open, the glass door was closed. Oh, the rapid yes no test? Yeah. Like, you know, like asking those different questions, like, oh yeah, you know, and then like asking like this person or this person, oh. And she's like, it's interesting though, whenever the door is open, like this to me just tells me that moving the cats inside was like the right call, because they like avoided. Artie was sleeping on the couch when I came in. I have no idea where Pippin is though. She like hides. She's like, I don't want to go back out there. You can't make me. And one time Artie was a little bit curious about the front door. So like I picked her up and I brought her over and I was holding her to be like, here, you can see outside. And she like squirmed and scratched me like as she jumped and took off away from the door. And I was like, girl, I wasn't like taking you back outside. I wasn't just about to like throw you out there. Like, I just thought you wanted to see. So, but it's little moments like that where I'm like, yep. Don't have to worry about, did we make the right decision? She was like, how dare you? Because there have been times I've wondered if they would like the catio or like a little space where they can like lie in the sun or whatever. And I'm like, part of me feels like they would do the same thing that Maple did, which was like, he walked out, poked his head around, looked around, and was like, nah, I'm good, and came back inside. And I'm sure with like more time, maybe he would have, but we had to close him in at that point because he was so sick when he came in. He had a double ear infection, 3 different internal parasites, like, they were like, you're going to have to close that catio space for a while you give him, like, all the meds just so that his body doesn't, like, get sick or, like, get the same bugs. And so we had to keep it closed for, like, a couple of weeks while we were treating him. And by then he had, like, no interest in going back out once we were like, here, you can go outside if you want in this little catio space. And he's like, we do have a catio. When we were first, like, getting Maple inside, it was something that TikTok basically funded. Like, people donated towards the cost of it, so that we were able to buy it. And I probably... Oh, God. I almost banned you, Allison. I'm so sorry. I didn't. So everything's fine. But my mouse was asleep. And so when I clicked it to wake it up, it was like right next to the ban button next to your name. Like right there. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm so sorry. I promise I'm not banning you. Hang on. Hang on. There was only one time that Maple wanted to go into the catio. And that was when we had a bunch of baby bunnies living right outside the window. And he could see them. And the baby bunnies were... Oh, actually, wait. Oh my god. Speaking of the baby bunnies, this is literally the baby bunny video. Let me... Yep. Look at them. And they were like living in the window well, and then they started getting bigger, and they started venturing out. And, they could like crawl under the catio space. And, that was the one time he wanted out because he could see them. These little guys were so good. Yeah. He, like, didn't want to come. He, like, didn't want to. He was just in love with them. He's like, nope. I'm busy, Mom. I'm watching the babies. Look at this. He would literally just... One day he came... Hiss. Oh. Legit trotted back inside like my job is done. Yep. Patch one time took off after a squirrel in our apartment complex. And I was like, there was snow, it was a mess. And I'm like, we're never gonna catch him. And then same thing. He was like, okay, I chased it. And he came like, again, this was years ago. And he just like came trotting back over like, everything's fine now. I took care of it. Don't worry, Mom. And you're like, oh, thank you for that. Let's see. Yeah, I took care of it. Here we go. I don't know.
Come on. Give him a little push. Hi.
He was like...
Come on. You can do it. Come on.
Yeah, about a month and a half because of the issues.
You can do
And
it.
so after a month and a half, we opened it back up, and he was like, no.
Say I don't want to come out? You'd just rather sleep in your kitty tree, huh? Yeah, you're happy inside. Yeah. I'm so glad. You just said no thanks. My inside baby now?
And then there should be one other video where you can literally see, like, it was the day that we set up the catio, and he like poked his head out, looked this way, looked that way, brought his head back in and was like, nope, I'm done, I'm over it. Here we go. Look at this. We spent so much time building this thing.
Yesterday, my husband and I spent about 5.5 hours.
Almost
setting up
6
the
hours.
patio. And while it may technically be a dog kennel, it has a lot of really good reviews with people using this.
It's a
just
dog
like we are.
kennel,
This
and
is
we
lucky
use
dog
like
brand.
a
We ordered it
special
on
like
Amazon,
way
and
to
it is about 4
enclose
feet
the top
wide by 8
And the
feet
sides
wide by 6
and-
feet high. One thing that I really liked was that you could always build off of this and add more panels to it. So in the future,
Like,
if
look at
you're
this.
able
We
to move
leveled it.
forward
We made
adding
this so
more,
fancy
we can
and
make this
nice for
enclosure
him.
even bigger. Because the ground slopes away from the house,
We
to
like
help with
put
drainage,
stuff
we had to
in
go
so that
ahead
he
and
couldn't
raise
dig
up the tunnel
out.
on some posts
Like,
to make it level. I then dug down around the whole base and used a rubber mallet to hammer in these like metal squares. A lot of people use them for storage, but we actually use them in our guinea pig CNC cage. This way Maple wouldn't be able to dig
and
out
then
from
there's all
underneath.
like the wire
Now,
mesh.
This cage does come with a tarp that you put over
We
the top.
still
kind of
have the
weatherproof and
pieces, but it
waterproof
is
but we obviously
disassembled.
wanted something a little bit sturdier that Maple wouldn't be able to just push against. So instead we used a galvanized steel mesh that a lot of people use to
This
put
is like
around
a
the
chicken
base of their
coop.
trees to keep deer and other animals
Steel.
from eating or damaging them. I love watching the shadows here as the sun started to set. It was pretty cool. We ended up putting the tarp over the top. It's something that we can remove in the future. As you can see, even though the sun is rapidly setting, there was
And
still
then
plenty
we
of
moved-
sunshine and really warm, cozy places to hang out. The last thing we did here was swap which window Maple's cat door was in. The window and tree are on the opposite side of the basement, but this outdoor area was actually where I used to feed Maple all the time. In fact, if you've been here long enough, you should recognize that corner as where his security trash can is. At this point, it was cat ready. We did run out of daylight to put in the climbing shelves that we got, but I'm actually about to go help my husband do that right now. Let me know if you would like a closer tour of the catio.
And then look, here comes his little head.
Enjoy some footage of Maple checking out his new
Hello?
toys.
What's this? Like, it's a nice size, too. So yeah, we still have it. It's just not set up at this point. And then he was like, And I'm like talking to him. I'm like, hi, you can come out. And he's like, no. That was him. That was the poking the head out. He's like, what's this all about? This is the last time he ever went outside. Because we left it open for him for a while and he just never went back out. And I don't know why. And after a couple of months, I was like, I don't want to worry about him going out and like catching anything, especially with his FIV status. So I was like, let's just close it and see if he's upset about it. And he wasn't. And so he's like, no, that's it.
Yesterday, my husband and I spent
I'm
5.5
good,
hours
thanks.
setting up-
I actually don't want to live outside anymore. They all love open windows, but I think that there's something just about like I don't know, like the security. Oh my god, here's another one.
Come here.
I was getting the snow off the catio cover. And I was like, you can come out. There's snow now. Have a safe drive home.
You can. Sit. Good job. Hi.
He's like,
What you doing?
it's cold.
Hi. It's cold. Did you see Mama outside? And you said no thanks. I am warm.
Honestly, knowing what we know about him with the FIV,
What flavor are they?
I am not upset that he doesn't want to be outside. He would be more susceptible, like even, I think that he would love if the catio space was like big enough and like we could be out there with him. I think that he would be like, okay, yeah, I'll hang out with you guys out there. But I don't think that he knows what he's got now. And I also think that he feels better too. Like, he had all those parasites and the ear infections and like all of that stuff because of his FIV, that he's probably like, no, I feel a lot less like itchy and a lot less, my tummy doesn't hurt so bad and all of these other things when I'm inside. And, you know, I can run and play, like all the things that he wants to do. So yeah, like with Maple, I'm more glad. Like, I wouldn't necessarily have a problem with, like, Artie or Pippin. Pippin came in from outside without a single thing wrong with her. She was outside just as long, if not longer, than Maple. No health problems. She had none of those ear infections, none of those parasites. Like, his being FIV positive just makes you more prone to infection and things like that. And so I don't want that chance with him, even though I know he would love to like catch crickets again because he's caught one inside. He loves bugs. I know he would be like, oh, I'll catch bugs and like those sorts of things and watch birds and probably catch and kill anything that came inside the catio and then probably end up with some other kind of parasite again. Yeah, oh, it's my favorite now. If I walk past and he's in the window, he's like, Mom, why are you outside? That's not a good place to be. Don't you know it's so much nicer? And I'm like, you're right. Yeah, I think that it could be nice to... I'm like, it could be nice. I've seen people do like almost like a doggy pool with like grass and sod and stuff like that so that they can like roll around in the grass and play. But I also fear that he would eat that grass, or not eat it, sorry, that he would use it as a bathroom. And that would get really gross. Because that was what he was mostly going outside for at that point. When he was going out, was to just use the bathroom. The litter box was the last hurdle, if you will, that he had to overcome. And so I think that he'd be like, wow, Mom got me a litter box. It would either be that or he would be like, yay, I have grass and dirt to roll in. Which I'd be fine with. He loved to roll around. So, like, I don't care if he wants to do that. I just have to figure out how he would not use it as a litter box. He may see it as a play space, not a toilet space. Okay. It sucks out there. Come back. Yeah. Not unsupervised. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the snow for their pets. I've seen that too. I might have to try that this spring. Or maybe like, instead of it just being like regular grass, get like the catnip grass. Or like a mix, like regular grass and the catnip grass. Yeah. So Maple has transitioned completely to regular litter. No more No more pellets. And tray system. He just uses regular cat litter now because he likes it better. So we got him like a big container just like the girls have. I was a little nervous. Like anytime that you make a big change with bathroom stuff, you're like, oh god. Please don't like start peeing everywhere now. Or, you know, being upset about it. But like the pellet system is great and all, but he would like pee in that all the time. And you know, it's fine, it's whatever, but it would smell. And then you had like the pellets were expensive because he didn't like the pellets that dissolve like I have up here for Artie, like the wood pellets, which are a lot less money. He only liked the really... What a bougie cat. This street cat who's like, no thank you, I only like the clay ones, which are like $8. Well, last time I bought them, they were like $8 a bag, and you have to like get at least 2 bags and then have to... I'm like... So he's just on all regular litter now. He's very fancy. Yeah, the pee pad gets like super saturated, especially like it depends on the cat too. Like the one in my office, the one that Artie has, does like she pees in it and we'll clean it up and everything, but it's not the same amount that Maple's a bigger cat. And he would just like the pad would be like soaked. And I'm like, oh, it smells. And then, yeah, neither one of us liked cleaning that, so. Which is fair, honestly. What the heck did I just do here? 1, 2, 3. Male pee is also, that's true. I didn't even think about that. There's like a different sense. Artie also drinks a lot more water. It's actually something that stresses me out because I know that she has like higher like liver or kidney or whatever values. It's something that they keep an eye on. But it makes me stressed, and she drinks a lot of water. She always has. So her pee is like more diluted, if that makes sense. She's more hydrated than the others. Yeah. No, they don't. The pellets are not really great for like poop. Like Maple never even tried to bury. And it's interesting now that he has like a different system because he does. He like buries his business now. And I think that's super interesting. Because in the past he was like, I don't care, and he would just leave it. I have such a tickle. Am I in the right spot? Goodness gracious. No, I didn't do the last row right. That would be why. I started it correctly and then I just like single crocheted around. I don't know why. Okay. Bead, single, decrease. I never even thought about the fact that like male and female cats have like different scents and like in what their waist. But that makes sense. Ha, makes sense. Yuck, yuck, yuck. I mean, it makes sense because, you know, male and female, like small animals also have different scents. Like guinea pigs and rats and mice, hamsters, all of that. There's definitely a difference in how all of that smells. I'm really sad I'm out of starbursts. I know that's like a really random thing. But I think it's because it's almost, like I said, I'm really bloated and like my period is adjusting again because of my meds. Like when we were trying to figure out the hives, I stopped taking some of the medicine that I would take for my PCOS, so my period has gotten like all out of whack, and like because my hormones are all off balance, and I'm like, I just want like sweet sugary things, and I just ate my last Starburst and I'm like, stupid, this is stupid. And I need to get more of my strawberry lemonade. Like all my little sweet treats. No, it's stupid that I'm out. Not stupid that I want it. Why don't we have an unlimited supply? How much are the ones on Amazon? They're $4.50. I'm really proud of James and I. One of the things that I've been really pushing for him to do with me. And it's been harder for him to adjust, I think. Just, we all have our own things that we like struggle with remembering. Is basically taking how much money we get on average in a week, how much on average in a month we're paying on our bills, whether it's credit card or you know, like utilities, whatever, averaging it, and then taking that, minusing it from like the total that we get a month, dividing it by 4, and that's how much money we have to spend each week. And really trying to stick with it. And now, it's fine if we're a little bit off, but we've never really had like a budget like that where we're both like aware of, okay, there's only, like right now it's what? It's Tuesday? It's Tuesday, and we have like $41 left in our weekly budget because we bought other things already. And so I know that I'm like, okay, well, do I really want to spend like $5 on Starburst right now when, you know, we're probably going to also need, oops, sorry, I never muted that, a few other things. And so even though like we're not trying to actually like, oh, we can't go over this budget or we're screwed. It's just like we're trying to be more aware and like plan better where money is going and like communicate better about like, oh, I just got like gas in the car, or I had, you know, whatever. Just to like try, because a lot of times we'll like look at our bank account and we see like, oh, like right now we have a couple $100 in our bank account. So we would just be like, yeah, I'm going to buy the $4 Starburst. Because who cares? And then it would be like, yeah, let's go out to eat because who cares? And then, yeah, let's do this and and all of a sudden the bills come and you're like, oh, those couple of $100 that we have in the account just sitting isn't really just sitting. It had to go to that. Shoot. So trying to do it this way just makes both of us more like, we don't need to get that right now. Let's get it later. Like, obviously we're not going to, you know, if we need food, if the pets need stuff, it's not like you can't spend it because, you know, like, it's just like, okay, well, maybe we might have to be more aware that when this bill comes out, like, double check and make sure that, you know, it didn't mess up things. It's something that, like, we've needed to do for a while, to be completely honest. And we just really got into doing it, and I'm hoping that it helps us. Because, like I said, you know, the other day we were at Home Depot to get, like, plants for the garden, and they were stupid expensive. And so we're like, well, I'm not going to buy those right now. Like, we don't... And then we found them for a lot less at, like, the farmer's market. Help, you know, buy small, shop small, and didn't have as big of an impact. You know, it was like a lot less money. So it's hard. Money's hard. Let's go back into trading things. Extra careful. Yep. Mm-hmm. Hooray! Look at this little purple guy! Oh, so pretty. Oh, I love how these beads look. And we did it. It's 5:58 and I got it done. Heck yeah. We didn't get around to the give back blanket today, but we planted a tree. So, you know, all things considered, it was a pretty successful day. Let me go and grab a tapestry needle. I always need more of those. I'm working on something, I keep telling you all this, I'm working on another project in the other room, which means that I have, like, my supplies are kind of spread out, because, like, we're watching baseball and doing things, so what I really need to do is hold on, I'll show you. Wait 1 second, chat, don't go anywhere. Okay, good news is Pippin's out of hiding. A tiny bag. Starts to take shape. Love the beads up the spine. Isn't it cute? Look at this one, Hammy. Hold on. Let's close that. It's a chicken nugget. It's a chicken nugget with ketchup. It's a dino nugget. What I really need is I need another one of these. This is a magnetic pin holder. And I need one that I can, well, I'm gonna say I need one that I can keep in other rooms. But I do have like a cart that it could stay on. I don't even know, part of the problem is just the cost of everything. Let's see, magnetic pin holder. Let's see, how much is one of these guys? Okay, they're not terrible. I had gotten this one, I want to say, at like Michael's or Joann's. They are, sometimes if you are a little extra dropsy, sometimes they still spill. But I have more pins, Emily. They're just in a non-magnetic box with a lid that doesn't stay closed well. These end up everywhere, which is why they're just sitting here. So those could go on another magnetic doodad. Look at this one. This one's got like a little drawer.
I found my people.
Thank you for that follow. Welcome in. Officially. It has like a little drawer for the pins. And then a little magnetic. That's so neat. I did find... I did find like the exact same one. And it comes in a million colors. I always forget to follow till the end. No worries. I get that. I understand. Not teal. That blue was the closest, but it does have this pretty yellow. And yellow and purple are complementary colors. Yeah, it has a lot of really pretty colors. Here, I can share the link to it. Pachoo! It's honestly not even really that much of a problem. I am just working on something. I'm working on a gift that I can't work on stream. And so, because sometimes this person that I'm making stuff for comes in. So I'm working on it off stream. Because like normally this just stays in here. And it's not an issue. But honestly, that little guy with like the little drawer might not be a bad one to have, because then I could keep that in with like my craft bag, like my go bag, if you will. And I can keep like everything in the little drawer. I imagine that dino smells like lavender. Absolutely. I have lavender plants outside. I could totally have just like shoved a sprig in there. But I wouldn't do that because I don't know what people's allergies or sensitivities are, but... The brown one. No, he's a chicken nugget. He smells like... Oh. Wait, I didn't get a notification that ads were about to start. I'm so sorry. Heck, okay. I'll be right back. Sorry, y'all. I didn't know. Well, would you look at that? I went out to get the pins. And suddenly a cat appears. She's like, Mom came into this room, made eye contact with me. So therefore, she must be like, come and hang out with me. Right? How about we don't sit on things that aren't ours, though, okay? Hi. You were snoozing so nice on the couch. You didn't have to get up. Pippin came out of her hiding spot, though, so that's good. She was hiding because the front door was open and it's windy. So she's laying in her bed. Oh. It's an arty nugget. They're so soft and smell like apple candy. Yeah, I know. I made noise with that, huh? Ugh, I forgot to play my Monopoly game when I had breakfast this morning, so like all of my things have been destroyed because people are jerks. And they're like, this person doesn't have any shields. Let's destroy all their landmarks. I just got like a notification. I was like, your landmark's been damaged. I'm like, those jerks. Those jerks. Hi. Oh, such a sweet girl. Hi. Well, we got both. Oh, and then Chirps came and did another giveaway. Now I have another dinosaur. I was gonna say we got both the giveaways done. I'm kidding. It's a wonderful thing to have another pre-order to do. But look at how cute! Oh no, is that one over? Is the shield gone? Son of a bitch. I really wanted that shield. That's what I get. Dang it. I didn't know. Ugh. I was close to it. I needed the gnome. Yeah, it was so short this time. It was so short. You're just gonna sit there now? Did you see the tree, Artie? Did you see the tree? Gonna do a 10-minute walk? No worries. You boop. If you're here, that means I'm gonna hug you. Because I love you. She's like, I didn't. Yeah, I did. I really wanted more of that stuff, but I thought that I had a long... Normally, you have more time. Look at her. She's like, I didn't want hugs. I feel like normally you have more time on the game. So I thought that I had more time to earn tokens and things like that to play. I thought today was like tomorrow morning was going to be the last day. Oh well. Nothing I can do about it now. Nothing I can do at this point. All right. It's funny because I'm like, I still have so much more time to go in stream, but it's actually time to wrap up because it's 6:15. I just started late, so I'm like, let's keep going, but I also have, you know, other responsibilities. So I don't even necessarily want, I have to work on the Ryan's blanket some more, sewing it up. So I was thinking that maybe we work on that again. Do you guys think on Friday? Should we work on it then? No, I'm wrapping up. Cause I gotta take care of other things. I want the stickers, even though I'll not get all of them. I wish that, like, the stickers that you did earn, I don't know, like, I feel it's, when the event's over, everything just disappears. And I'm like, why don't they have it so that you can, like, flip through them or look back on them or, I don't know, anything. It just seems like you spend all this time collecting all of these stickers and then it's like, okay, thanks, bye. I'm gone for forever. I do have a Discord, yes. Come join us. Here's also my social medias if anyone wants to join or follow me anywhere else. Isn't that such a weird... Who wants to follow me? Follow me, chat. Like, that would be really creepy if people actually just, like, followed you. Like, I went outside and there's just, like, you know. Anyway. Collecting them all apart from the dice. Yeah. This one had a lot less prizes as far as, like, I feel as though we got shields and tokens and more things in the last card collection. I feel like there's not as many. I feel like it's just mostly dice this time. Maybe that's just me, but I feel like it's a lot less. Alright. Let's try and catch this Pokemon, and then we will wrap up for the day. Mostly dice, yeah, and not a lot. Like, for the amount of work that you have to do to get all of these. I want some more dice than just like 150. So I'll be back tomorrow. Maybe diamond dotting. Would you all like that? Of course. Thank you so much for coming in and for the follow. I appreciate it. I think maybe diamond dots tomorrow. And then Thursday we can do Kit Kat's dinosaur. Because I know that she was like, maybe I want it to be like this. So I figure I'll give her like a day to figure out what she wants. And then Friday, blanket assembly. A pajama party. Would you all be down for another pajama party while we assemble blanket squares? I think that would work. Yeah? Okay. You're in your PJs now, if that helps. Holiday pajama party? Oh my god. I don't know that I have any, like, Easter pajamas. I am in pajama pants after I gardened because I fell. I fell at one point and the grass was still wet because it, like I said, it had been raining. It rained like all last night. And then like I fell back at one point and I was like, my butt's wet. So I changed back into pajama pants because I'm not putting on 2 real pairs of pants. Not in one day things. Alright, so yeah, that'll be the plan. Tomorrow, Diamond Dots. Thursday, Kit Kat's Dinosaur. Friday, you're all invited to my bedroom. Oh my. Grab your favorite pair of pajamas. If you missed the last time, the reason is that this is a massive king-size blanket. Each square is like, I want to say between 16 and 18 inches. I forget. It's huge. They're huge squares. And to assemble it at my desk would just... I could probably assemble like this row at the desk if my desk was clear. My desk is not clear. But it also, like, after this row, it would just be too big to assemble. So. Oh, Allison, I wish I could go with you, or that you could come with me, and that we could go together. That would be so fun. Craster? No. No, look at this. I've got... That's a terrible picture. I've got, like... Look at all of this. It's not clear. It's fine. Anyway. That's the wrong button. That's the starting soon, not the ending screen. I'm just gonna push all the buttons. Anyway, I hope that you all have a wonderful rest of your time zone wherever you're at. I will be back at 3 Eastern tomorrow. It's 6:30, so like 3.5 hours ago. And we will work on some diamond dots. It's gonna be so sparkly here tomorrow. So sparkly and beautiful. Yeah, come on in. All the buttons. Eventually I'm gonna get to the right one. Yeah, I got there. It took some time, but I got there. So yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. I'll see you then. Until then, have a wonderful rest of your time zone. Remember to eat something tasty, to drink some water, to take any meds that you have to take, to be kind to yourself and to other people. Remember, you are loved, and I will see you all tomorrow. I'm just checking what this person's up to before we go raid. Oh, they just started. Let's go say hi to Julie. We love Julie. Julie is a traditional artist, painter, primarily watercolors. I have a bunch of her artwork, or some of it, maybe not a bunch. I have some of her art. I love it. She's so nice. Let's go hop in and say hello. And I'll see you all tomorrow. All right. Goodbye.